if he shook that baby. I don't care if he shook that baby. Okay? And she said that. This is pre-FOE days. In between her separating from the Diamond platform, building her own platform, going into FOE days. Okay? Hence why all the people that's really in FOE is not around. Like, messy talk. Like, they don't assimilate with us. They're from, like, other places on TikTok that come in there. You're like, who are these people? It's a different world. Today,
Pink Panther said she got the clip
resurfaced. She's mad that clip resurfaced. Okay? And she had the nerve to say that that wasn't her on that clip. Now, hold on. Somebody sent me something. I think this is it. Hold on. Oh, no. This is the actual article of the man. Man accused of child abuse enters plea in toddler's son's DATH. I don't want to read this, but the baby was 2 years old. And shook to unalivement. She had him moderating. When people said, what the heck's going on? She allowed that man to continue to moderate, and she said she don't care. Same way that she don't care that motherfuckers was writing checks on their deceased mother's checkbook. Same way she don't care about a lot of shit that goes on over there. Clock in.
Also, in that article too, I know because I read it backwards and forwards when we found out about it. That was not the first incident with that child. He had all 5 of his kids taken from him, and they allowed the kids to go back in the home. And that's when the unaliving of the 2-year-old happened, and the baby wasn't even 2 yet. This was a toddler, very little. Very, very little. If y'all see it, this was not the first incident. Them kids had bruises and everything on them. The first incident, the baby was an infant. The baby was just weeks old. So it was ongoing abuse.
So I'm gonna show you the relationship between Glam and Nitra. They have always been codependent with each other on this app. And their bullshit. They've always had each other's back with their bullshit. Glam said some of the most disgusting shit when that situation came out. Nitra stuck by her side, and she stuck by her side. So that's why there will never be a day where you will see Nitra speak out against Glam. This is before all this all the FOE shenanigans, okay? Before all that. Go ahead, Shigo.
Hey, Susandra.
Hey.
I'm not gonna speak on that yet because I hate talking about anything involving kids.
Yeah,
that makes me sick to my motherfucking stuff.
Yeah.
I will see I'm getting sick talking about it. What I did want to say was I listened since about 11 o'clock this morning between you and AJ Lives waiting on this interview, right? And there was only one thing that I was waiting to hear, and that was proof and solid proof that Shada didn't know. And you started off saying that you didn't tell her anything. But yesterday you said at least 7 times. You said at least 7 times. She knew. She knew from day one. She knew from jump. She knew. But today you explicitly said you told her after he moved back in, which means you've been doing this, rocking your own way, doing your own thing, and she didn't have no fucking clue. So all of this that we've been doing all day long was not even relevant because Shaded was telling the truth. She didn't know, and you didn't give her fair warning to make a decision. All of that fluffer shit may be good tea, but I was just trying to get to the main thing, which was, did she know or did she not know? And you said out your own mouth, she did not know. So, real talk, it's really messed up that there was a whole interview had when all you had to do was really just exonerate her name from jump. All you had to do was say she didn't know. That was fucked up on my part. I learned from that. I'll tell the next person when I start dating about my actuality because it's 2025. So people are still learning on how to come out. We would have understood that. But to lie is never going to be it's never going to be understood because you didn't have to do that to her.
That's never okay. Because you are literally sexually, involved with a man you've been with for a long time. Did you hear the part? Now you heard the clip, right? Did you hear the part where Andre said, "Everybody know me. They call me C-head Andre"?
Yep.
Did y'all hear that part?
I heard that. I was confused by
that
that
was in a whole
because
relationship. That man was in love.
they
with
were
you,
in
baby.
love.
He was in love with
C-head
you.
Andre.
I also want to point out because I feel like all of this got lost in translation, and I see what Nietzsche tried to do. This was only about the fact that Shaded wanted everybody to know that she was lied to. So all of the extra stuff, sure, but what this was about was that she was lied to, and she was, which means that everything else, whatever, she was lied to. That's it. She
No,
wanted to
lady,
get her
I do
story
not
out.
know you, Kanani Adugna. I don't know you, lady. Sorry. Go
She
ahead.
just wanted. She just wanted him to take accountability. If you listen
That
to
was
when she
it.
was in T Live, he said something that triggered me because he called that Joker his brother again. And she just wanted that dude to be real, be honest, and be open about it. That ain't your brother. You poking him in his booty. That ain't your brother. Just be
No, he's
real
not
about
poking.
it.
I may be
He's
going a little
got
too
so
deep
many
here,
questions
but I think
because
she was bringing awareness because of the fact of him trying to do that again. You would have told another girl on the app that was your brother. Her ass wouldn't have known nothing. Shada was trying to make sure
He
y'all
said it
knew.
today. He
I
said
coming
it
from
today,
here.
basically. Like, he needs to,
Susu,
he
I
like
got
to
so many
want to wait.
questions.
Mm-hmm. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so I was trying to come over here right when you was listening to the end of what Nitridum was doing with the interview with T Money, but then it's a long story. Kia had came over, she had a lot to say, it was a lot going on, and I couldn't get over here and I missed it. What happened right after that? And did she show any of the messages about FOE and what they said? And
No, she said that. So she said she asked him about if he effed T Money. And she said, no, he said that was a rumor that Peaches made up. So that's one thing we know about something that he said about FOE. He blamed the rumor of him and T Money on Peaches. But what we just heard with Nitra Live sound like they got along fine and it was true they were talking. Am I tripping?
no, it
So
sounds
why
like she
blame
said
it on Peaches? Right. So why blame it on Peaches? Why say that's a rumor Peaches made up?
Okay, I got another question. Have we discussed yet, because I screamed it in my live and then you said a little bit, but you stopped. Have we discussed yet the fact that T-Money was in such grave danger because these gentlemen were so many years her youth? And somehow,
Little touch.
I mean, little touch. There you go. And somehow, T-Money is congratulated and told to do what she got to do, Stella, and get her groove back.
26 years older than this man.
No, it's almost, can I be honest with y'all? And let me be for real. Like, it's almost disrespectful how dumb people think we are.
Right.
It's almost like super disrespectful to be this, like, hypocritical, like this black and white. It's almost right in your face, bitch, I dare ya. Like, that's the crazy part about all of this.
Let me ask you a question. Nitra said she was a nurse?
I don't know. Somebody said she was in the nursing field for however many years, so I just assumed she said she was a nurse, but she's not. I did look it up. She's not.
Okay, I got another question. When we sat up here at our big age and let Good Yeller get on a panel and try to tell these people he wasn't in no relationship with this man, did he consider the fact that this man might have a different story to tell, considering what man what person in a relationship? Good Yeller exact words was, he felt like he wasn't being seen enough around the family. If you just a basement living ex-boyfriend that I ain't even tickling your booty no more, why do you need to be seen? Explain to me, this ex-boyfriend need to be seen so bad.
Because he wouldn't be breaking shit. He wouldn't be screaming on the phone talking about I love you. That's all that was a man that was still in love with that man. There was nothing that you could tell me other than beyond that, because nobody's gonna do all that for somebody they just fucked on.
This is
now this whole
did y'all see the videos that For the Haters put up?
No, I didn't see that yet. He also called it at the beginning. At the beginning of everything, Good Yellow was like, yeah, my ex. I thought you ain't go with him. That was
Drop anybody who's not supposed to be up here.
Is it just me, or was that interview scripted like a MF? Like they knew what parts to hit, and then let me tell you how they tried to play Shaded. So Nietzsche kept saying, now we didn't ask certain questions because it's things that she didn't want y'all to know. Basically trying to let her know, now if you keep going, we gonna tell what if you go drop the rest of it, we gonna tell what your dirty little secret is. Cause whatever your thing is you had happening with you. Cause you asked us not to talk about it. You and Mariah Martin, as she called them.
But that's that ain't cool either way, because if you listen to T Live, oh,
What the fuck?
This Andre.
Oh my.
Over and over again. This is my favorite.
Oh wait. This is my thing. Love who you want to love. Just don't lie. Love who you want to love. Just don't lie, nigga.
Why they
exactly,
doing
she
it?
got.
That's how that baby was hurt.
You can't do that?
I'm not going to do that.
Why not? I can pay you $100.
I don't
How
care.
many times is this posted?
I don't do that.
You don't
She
do
made
websiting?
so many
Do you think I
videos.
can come back tomorrow by chance?
Book an appointment with Sam.
Sam?
Yeah.
He'll be able to do this?
Do what?
Damn, see that freaky shit you like.
Sorry.
TikToker Yellow Corn attempted
What
to
the
provoke
hell,
the haters
please.
and play games.
But listen, let me tell you something. What's so
Hold on,
funny
AJ.
is
Hold on, AJ.
Known for her
Girl is
patience,
still not done.
haters
Hold on, y'all.
eyes carefully in the TikTok streets. After a TikToker, let's call him Tongue Licker, posted and then deleted a video about an encounter in the Balanier suite with a male friend. The haters, of course, screenshot it. Despite the attention, the haters emphasize she support everyone's right to love freely. Removing the video suggests Yellowcorn didn't want the haters' attention after all. Remember, the haters play by her own rules, and it's wise for TikTokers to understand her approach. As for the tongue licker in hiding, that swift removal from TikTok suggests he got more attention than he wanted. Yellow corn tongue licker. For the haters never fight fair, never have, and will wait until hell freezes. If it takes that long for a get back at someone, make sure you tell it need to go to the dentist Netra. Your dental counterpart, just what I said. Because the get back be real. Tongue licker. Feel free to repost the video of you and your male friend in the bedroom. The haters have already mentioned the video where the man was standing on his head while you gave a tour of the room. You showcased the suite using the keys that opened into whatever you wanted to use the Balanier suites for. There is no shame on my end about you showing a one-bedroom with a man standing on his head waiting for you. You shouldn't remove number. Put on that thinking cap this time, tongue licker. To the haters family.
We're not done.
Look cute together.
What you
It's given, but it's the song choices every time that I cackle at.
I mean, okay, if this is on your Facebook, then why is it a problem?
Girl.
Okay. Okay, that's it.
So let me ask this.
All right,
if it's
Susu,
on your
hold on.
Facebook,
Let
is
me-
it
let
a
me
problem
go
that
walk-
we know?
So I'll be
Because
back. I'm about to go water around this store.
Okay.
obviously you out there if it's on Facebook, so is it a problem that we know?
Okay, here is my understanding of what's happening. He is straight for financial benefit. He is known to be and truly is GAY. He is only straight and sanctified and holy, and he's prayed away the demons on TikTok because it benefits him. I mean, FOE folks help him out. He get to get free trips. He probably get to get, like, you know, perks from being cool, as long as they okay with him not being GAY. Now, if he's truly bi, why is his boyfriend confused by it? If he's truly bi, why is his boyfriend like, what the hell? Because if it was a bi man and he's on the phone with a woman all night, all day, and I'm with him and I'm a gay man, I'm like, with my boyfriend, he's with this on this phone with this woman all the time, I'm definitely gonna be like, niggas, that's your bitch. But he didn't think, Andre did not think nothing of it. He thought that was his friend.
He questioned him, remember? He asked him because he was in the bathroom trying to sneak and talk, and he
He
said, "Hold
said,
on,
babe, hold
baby."
on, babe. And
He
he said,
said,
hold on. He said,
"What?
hold
What
on,
you
okay.
said?" And he said,
He
"Oh
said,
no."
hold
I
on,
said, "Hold
okay.
on, okay." But he really did say, "Hold on, baby." That's what he said.
Can I answer AJ question real quick?
Yeah, okay, yeah, go ahead.
Just
I'm
from a
sorry,
real
y'all. Did
non-biased
you have something to say
perspective.
too?
Huh? You muted.
Sorry, go ahead, Shigo, and then I think AJ has something to say too.
Yeah, she had asked the last question I heard her ask was, what did y'all think about that interview? And I'm going to give a non-biased perspective. I feel like her first statement started the interview off bias. When you are saying to the person you're interviewing, I got a message from somebody that wants you to be sensitive to the other person's situation, but I think you should go in and put it on the floor. You basically amped that. You kind of put your input on it, and that made it biased from the very beginning. Before we could even get any questions out, it was like, put it on the floor. So you amping him up to now drop whatever receipts he got on her. It wasn't natural. It wasn't natural. That's the only thing that, and I'm just being non-biased. I really just wish it would have been natural. You ask the questions and you let him flow. Let him talk himself into a hole. But with you saying that, it's now like I felt like this was alive to drag shaded, not alive to get a story out. That's just how I feel because of the way it started. That's why I gave the line so y'all can hear me clearly. Just the way it started sat wrong with me. But that's all I wanted to say.
I will beg to differ, and y'all jump in when y'all want to. It was public humiliation for Good Yellow.
I want to hear this perspective.
Sorry, y'all. I got a phone call. It was public humiliation for Good Yellow. For pillow talking, telling FOE business, speaking on things. She had to reprimand him on the front end, although she made him comfortable to come over there and tell his story. His whole vibe changed when she started saying, well, no, you were sneaking, you weren't honest, you need to be real, you need to... She started saying all those things that she wasn't saying last night, okay? Clock in. AJ, go ahead.
Said exactly what I was about to say, that she had to make a decision. See, everybody watching. And it can't, you remember today we just covered when you try to protect somebody to even in their fault, she understands now what that does to a platform. So she got to pick and choose who to protect and who not. Do Good Yellow bring in enough? Do he mean enough? Do he weigh and carry enough? Because she do also understand that her group of people are very like sectored off. They off on their own island. So it's not like they affected by us. But them now hearing that Good Yellow talking about all of them, Nitra might not care, but they care.
Heard.
Different because it
So
sounded like the victim trope.
she had to give them something, even if it's just a public pillow talk. I done said stuff to Curtis. So basically letting y'all know she talk about y'all to Curtis. Hell. And you know,
Yeah. Right? If this was... She picks and chooses who she wants to protect and who she doesn't. Although he thinks he's the favorite nephew, honey, you're getting dragged. You're gonna get dragged because you let family business out. And there's nothing that anybody is going to tell me any different. She is pissed. That information about the management, about her not trusting them know about what money she has, about the Adrena situation with her and Adrena, there's truth to that.
Why
And
she
hold on, can I
thought?
say something real quick after Classy? Classy. I'm sorry,
Oh, I'm
Classy.
sorry. No, you good, boo. But if you paid attention last night, Glam offered to pay Shady $500 to give her the tea. that Yella told, right? And what did Nietzsche say? Hold on. You ain't got to pay nobody nothing to say nothing. You knew that
But
what
the
Shady was
grandma
saying
wasn't her
had
daughter.
truth.
No, it was her daughter. It was her daughter that offered $500. It was
Ultra-
Nitra's daughter that offered $500, not
That's
Gladys.
even worse.
Yeah, that was Nitra's daughter.
Baby, that's even worse because it sounded like Big Clam.
Well, the only thing I wanted to say about the whole, I hear y'all perspective and I'm seeing it, but for me, it gave victim trope. Like, let me step in front of this story because this story is now attached to FOE. So let me find a way to say, hey, I'm so proud of you for coming out and giving your story on this platform. Like that, she said that at least 8 times. You know what I'm saying? I'm so proud of you.
She
I'm so
told him
proud
that
of
I
you.
he
It
agree
gave
with that.
victim
let
I
trope
him
to
agree
me.
with
be
that to
honest
an
that he
extent. But that's the thing too, though, because she also caught herself trying to victim blame when it came to Shady too. And she tried to throw shade toward her as well. Basically, two birds, one stone is what she tried to do. I'm going to hold you accountable in front of the people, but I'm still going to turn it around on you and say, well, you still knew at the end of the day when it
Be
actually
real,
actually
right?
didn't.
Let's be real,
And for
right?
all of you, hold on one second, she go
I'm
because I know
sorry.
you're gonna go after her, but I just want to jump right in and say for all of you saying he's down low, no, he's not. Everything that you see about him was found on his public. Hey, Ray, was found on his public Facebook. Like him and his boyfriend kissing and holding and touching. He's out on the outside of TikTok. He's straight on TikTok. Do you not understand?
But tap, tap, tap.
The pay part is the tickets to the events, the I had a fire crowdfund for the money,
The social accepting.
the social accepting.
Can
Still
I be
broke,
honest
okay?
with y'all? I
You
also
know,
think
you
that the
go
pay
ahead,
part.
Jay.
I also think that the pay part is a little bit. Let me be honest with you. When Nitra said 4 of them women are laid up with that boy, I don't think she lied. I think he is the little young piece of boat. That's what I think. Nisha done already told y'all he was sleeping. She told him tonight you was loose as a goose. Don't get me started. You understand me? So I think that he is they little piece of candy because you know they don't get out much. You see what Nitra look like? They ain't used to nothing that look like much or nothing. They sit up and tell Nitra she beautiful all day long. Good Yellow look like a fucking Butterfinger bar and that motherfucking
What you said still broke. Social acceptance can actually get you some money if you in the right groups on this app. I've
Think
noticed.
about the people he has
Hence why I
relationships with
said
on the
still
back
broke.
end.
Exactly. There's people that still stick with people
Asking
because
for money.
on the back.
You know, Auntie Grandma, let me get $50. Auntie Grandma, let me get $20. That's what's happening. It
Not
definitely
just
benefits
that.
him for him to pray the gay away so that these older ladies accept him and give him whatever the hell he wants. Oh, the topic is fraud over everything, cult like behavior, download scandals, stealing from deceased mothers, credit card tampering, question mark, blind loyalty, and extortion. That is what's on the
So
yeah,
menu.
FOE,
y'all.
I got it.
And
Forgive
it's
me,
so
Lord, for
cool. It gets
laughing.
really big. Y'all, if y'all didn't know, if y'all click the board, it get really big, like half the size of your screen. It's
I didn't know that.
beautiful.
Oh
Surprise!
Yeah,
shit.
it's
I did not
full.
know that. I just learned about the
Hmm.
board today.
Surprise!
The board's awesome.
I just
Nice
learned
easy
about
to
that
have.
today. But what I was
See,
also
I
going to
sent
say is
it.
in regards to social acceptance,
Oh shit! No, wait a
you
minute.
be a
Don't make
part
me
of the
send that
right
big on
group.
your
You know how
screen.
like say
Don't
how
make
like
me.
you Braid and AJ like got y'all thing. Or like say y'all had a thing. Y'all don't have a thing. But like say y'all had a thing, right? Susu goes into a panel, Braid and AJ will support her. Brady goes into a panel, AJ AJ and Susu will support her. Susu goes into AJ goes into a panel, Braden and Susu will support her. And that's not just financial support. That's their supporters also. That equals money. How? Because say if Good Yellow want to start a panel today, he already got a group. You don't have to do
Touch the
shit.
board where it says board. Touch where it's written board, and it'll open up. Okay,
So that's what I meant when I said money.
Messages. I don't know if it's the same messages or what, but let's click into tea time and listen.
Let Good Yellow create not a motherfucking thing for his. That's when he'll be one of them F-bombs she said in that text message. She asked that lady, what we gonna do about this FAG? Oh, Lord. Go ahead, child.
I'm not just
Oh,
listening.
AJ, I heard you say that. So help me understand. You said there's a text message of her calling him at FAGG, her calling Good Yellow at FAGG.
Nitra knew about him being that before anybody knew. Somebody sent her a screenshot of his Facebook. She sent that screenshot to someone who I know and asked them, what are we gonna do about this FAGG OG? Talking about Good Yellow. Yes, ma'am. Pam, she did. I know this for a FACT Factozoid. Yes, honey.
Yes, she did the same thing about Kevin Brown in 2023. What?
Brown ain't gay, is he? Kevin Brown ain't gay, is he? I'm not asking that to be funny. I'm serious. Kevin Brown ain't gay, is he?
I don't know.
I never heard that Kevin Brown was gay.
I don't know.
Just asking.
Well,
No. Kevin Brown ain't. No. Absolutely not. No.
Somebody tried to say he did the same thing. She did the same thing to Kevin Brown in the comments. That's why I was asking.
Then they wrote closet. They wrote closet.
No.
Stop trying to out people.
No.
I ain't out nobody because I say I've never heard that. Never heard that.
Shay want to talk to T-Money. Shay got stories. You see what Black Street News said?
To call Shay.
Yeah, Shay over there in T-Time. Hold on. Let me turn it up.
We all kind of knew that they were there together.
Child, y'all got me
She said he did that twice while they were there. And they've admitted to speaking for hours at a time.